Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Matt here, and today we are rebuilding the Sacramento Bulls, the Chicago Kings. You know the deal. The duo of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan have followed themselves from Chicago to Sacramento, and in an honestly perplexing trade where they did get Zach LaVine last year, not really putting them in any championship conversations then, now, and some people would say forever. But regardless, there is still some talent on this team. Perhaps some of it is salvageable. Now, one thing I'm going to do for ha-has is, in real life, the expectancy is that the Kings will be getting Russell Westbrook. Now, we'll talk more about this team in a second, but we're going to go ahead and release Mr. Isaac Jones. My apologies to you, sir. But as much as I think it's a really strange move, okay, we can't afford him. Okay, well, maybe I released Isaac Jones for no reason. Regardless, it was just for fun. He would play no impact on the team. Regardless, let's take a look at this roster top to bottom. And Domantas Sabonis being this team's best player is a little bit interesting to me, because I really do like Sabonis, yet he is not a number one option on a championship team. As many would argue, their actual number one is DeMar DeRozan. 36 years old. There's not really much else to say about him. DeRozan is a perfectly fine player. There is nothing wrong with DeMar DeRozan, but there is a reason the Toronto Raptors traded him to get Kawhi Leonard. There is a reason that the San Antonio Spurs let him move on to his next destination, and there's a reason he is here in Sacramento, okay? Chicago letting him go as well. I mean, it's crazy. Now, similar story with Zach LaVine. This dude at one time was averaging 27 points per game on very elite efficiency, one of the best scoring guards in the league. And, you know, he's consistently shown that he could do that, yet is that still there? Is that enough to bring this team into relevance now that they have a whole offseason together? I don't think so. This team will... let me try that again. This team will be dramatically overhauled, and even though there is talent on here that I like, you know what? I'm going to go get Westbrook real quick. So we went ahead and got Westbrook. I had to turn off the salary cap to do that, because he is not staying on this team beyond a year. And you know what? I'll even handicap myself. Russell Westbrook will not be getting traded from this team this season. I don't know why I've decided to incorporate a lift in my speech, but hopefully I can knock that out. So, regardless, there is talent on this team. I will be making trades this season, but I don't know if it's going to be an entire overhaul, or we're just going to slowly let these contracts trickle out. Like Zach LaVine, for example, he does have a player option next year. I don't know. It's a rough situation, I'm not going to lie. This core, in general, has about 2 years left to make something happen. So maybe there's a disgruntled guy at the deadline, and Sacramento decides to throw all their chips into the basket and get another guy that can complement DeMar and Zach LaVine and Domantas Sabonis. But this is going to be the lineup for year number one. I've gotten no information on if this glitch will be fixed. But let's take a look at the mock draft for this season. These are the prospects, and I don't know anything about them. I know not a damn thing. Very unfortunate. We are projected to have the 14th pick, and hopefully, you know what? If this team could have, if I could rank their ceiling and their floor, right, for this season in the game, not real life. Ceiling in the game, second round exit. Floor, bottom of the conference. So that's kind of where I'm at. In real life, this team will probably just be a play-in team. A little gritty 9th, 10th seed. Nothing more than that, in my opinion. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go to the deadline. Let's see what we can do. And hopefully we can make a nonsensical move that the Kings have done time and time again at the deadline. So here at the deadline, we are actually the 7th seed, which, I mean, if we're going by what my ceiling and floor estimations were, I guess it makes kind of some sense. I didn't really go over the rest of the roster besides the top dudes, but Dennis Schroeder, he's fine. Keon Ellis, I like as a nice perimeter defender. Drew Eubanks is such whatever. Devin Carter to me is just so whatever. Dario, Terrence Davis, like what are you telling me? Neek Clifford, who they drafted, I believe this year, right? Yep. I believe I gave this a L in my winners and losers, and then Maxime Reynaud in the second round. I mean, maybe we could develop him. Maybe I should give him some minutes. 7'1", he could shoot the 3-ball a little bit, but there's not much here. However, there are two guys that I put on my target list I'm like tweaking today. That is Cam Thomas and Bam Adebayo. Now, some reasonings behind that. The Cam Thomas debacle in real life is a little bit interesting because this may be one of their most talented players that they've had outside of, Durant, Irving, Harden. One that they've drafted organically in a while. And I could be corrected on that, but I feel like it was kind of a no-brainer to kind of give him around what he wanted, even if, some of them were blanketed stats. He still averaged 25 points per game. He's averaged over 20 points per game in the last 3 years, and his efficiency has just gone up. Now, I understand that he may not be the best defender, but he is improving in areas that, he needed to improve it. I just don't understand why they let him sign the qualifying offer. But regardless, I'm going to be looking to make a move on him, and I'd be more than happy to extend him myself. So, Keon Ellis, let's see. So, we need to give up another mil or so. Drew Eubanks, I feel like I should give them a little bit more value. They can afford a guy like Dennis Schroeder. Would they take him back? I don't know. But I would love for Cam Thomas to come in and play the 1 for me. So it's an experiment that I would like to try. They drafted multiple guards, so maybe not. Maybe a guy like Keegan Murray. No, I want to hang on him. I'd give up Devin Carter. And I know I'm pretty much giving them another guard, right? So low key, to be honest, I don't want to give up on Neek Clifford, but I just don't see a world where I give him minutes, even though per 36 he's averaging 72 points per game. So maybe I should hang on to him. But this is, to me, such a Sacramento move that I don't hate it. And you know what? If they want to give me Drew Timme, we can go ahead and lock that in. I would give them a 2027 lottery protected first. This is the offer. I don't think it's going to get accepted, but we can try. Okay, so now they're valuing Cam Thomas. I'll give you 2 second rounders, and that's it. Cam Thomas, welcome to the Sacramento Kings. And to me, that is a W move. I like it a lot. His overall is probably going to go down. Hello? Can I not change that right now? The way that they change this, just confuses me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So it'll take me some time. We'll get it figured out. So yeah, his overall only goes down by 1. That's fine with me. So we're going to go ahead and try the Cam Thomas at point guard experiment. And now Bam Adebayo. So this doesn't really make much sense as much as the Cam Thomas move. But to me, this is such a Kings move. You know what I mean? I don't know if we can make up the money. We definitely could. Malik Monk right there. And I like Malik Monk a lot as a player. I really do. But I just, the way that they've been kind of shopping him around so they can get Westbrook on the team kind of just tells me that he's expendable. I would give up my first rounder this year for Bam Adebayo. Even though he's on a 1-year deal, maybe a player option at the end of it. Oh no, he did get extended. So it's a little unrealistic, even because they did just extend him. But what is realistic in the NBA anymore? Actually, I'll give them the Spurs pick. Actually, I don't know. I'll give them my pick because we're going to become better. And I saw the Spurs weren't doing so hot. I will give them that. And then 2 seconds. Maybe they just want to unload the contract, start over, lock it in. All right. And we get Bam Adebayo on the team. No sliders were changed, so they're just organically willing to give up Bam Adebayo for that. And honestly, I think we became a better team at the end of the day. I'm going to start Cam Thomas over Westbrook. Westbrook will come off the bench. We still got Schroeder, who's like fine. You know? Like, could he play my backup too? Yeah. But Keon Ellis can also do the same thing. So, kind of leave Schroeder as the outlier. Really, Westbrook would be the outlier. And around this time in real life, I would probably be like, you know, it would be like reports are coming out. Westbrook is unhappy in Sacramento and he needs to be traded. But it is what it is. If I'm betting on Westbrook not being on the team next year, then I'll just have him play. Schroeder can be a good soldier, and then we can keep him around next year, depending on how big the contract is. It's really not that bad, and it's definitely movable. So this will be the new rotation. Cam Thomas, Zach LaVine, DeMar, Bam, Sabonis, Westbrook, Schroeder, Keon Ellis, Eubanks. Honestly, I don't mind for the sake of development for Reynaud here. I'm going to take away Eubanks' minutes, and I got Drew Timme kind of for fun. Maybe I'll try to get him developed somehow, even though he's already 25 years old. But this is going to be the lineup. We're definitely hurting on the wing, but it is what it is. I'm not expecting much this season, so let's go to the end and see how we do. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander MVP on some of the craziest stats I've ever seen. 60% from the field, 47 from 3. It's insane. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year. You love to see it. Wemby DPOY. Mataz Buzelis, Most Improved. Shai, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch of the Timberwolves. And Zachary Staples of the New York Knicks wins Executive of the Year. Brunson, I think that was for the NBA Cup. Do we get any All-NBA? We actually get Sabonis on the second team. And Bam on the third team. Okay. And we get Bam on defensive teams. Do we get any rookies? Yeah, we get Reynaud. All right, awesome. We were the 6th seed. A little bit worse than I thought. Maybe after acquiring Bam, I thought maybe we would do a little bit better. But we won 50 games. And there was a drop-off from the 6th seed and the play-in teams. So, honestly, I'm not mad about it at all. I'm not. So, we'll check out the stats now. I'm tweaking out. All right. And it appears Cam Thomas technically led the way for us with 23 a game. Can't complain. 3 assists for my point guard isn't really awesome, but, I mean, we'll see if we can get the playmaking up a little bit, you know. Bam, 2nd as well with 18.5 a game and almost 10 rebounds. Zach LaVine with 17. Sabonis, 17, 13.5, and 7. That might have earned him his keep, not going to lie. DeMar DeRozan, 17, about 4 a game, if you really want to round up. Westbrook, 13, 5 and 5. Schroeder, about 12 and 5. And Keon Ellis did his thing, got to steal a game. Can't really complain. So in round 1, we are playing the Dallas Mavericks, and we're low-key going to get bounced. I'm not going to lie to you. We actually win game 1. All right, squad. All right, DeMar with 20. Sabonis with 18, 8, and 7. You love to see it. Game 2. We win again. Okay, we win by 4. Kyrie, AD, Clay, Cooper Flag is no match for a triple-double. Almost 20 and 20 for Domantas Sabonis. This dude just cooked Anthony Davis. Not really, but we're going to go with that storyline. 2-1 now. You would think after winning both games in Dallas that maybe we could just go up 3-0. And we drop both games at home. Another triple-double for Sabonis. Can we win Game 5? We do. Okay. So we won by 18. Bam is having a great series. Sabonis as well. Can we get out of here in 6? No, we're going to 7. LaVine showed up. Anthony Davis heard me. And he told me to shut up. And we lose in 7. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think that we were going to win the championship. But I definitely thought we could have won the first round. And it's crazy that they make the NBA Finals, where the New York Knicks get it done. Karl-Anthony Towns is the Finals MVP. But you know what? They kind of had a skewed path. Clippers made it to the Conference Finals. If you didn't check out my last video, I rebuilt the Los Angeles Clippers without Kawhi Leonard. And it seems that he is probably here in this universe. He is. And they were only the 5th seed. And we won a championship. So, okay, keep staff morale above 70. We can't afford to pay the luxury taxes here. Honestly, is that my problem? So this renovation stuff, it appears like this really doesn't matter. We actually have -1 points. Man, how? I'm not... what? We lost points. Okay. Whatever. Player retirements. Nope. Nope. LeBron. Nope. Westbrook. Oh, I should have let him go. That was a little stupid. I'm not going to lie. Make sure the league meetings are good. All right. So we don't have a pick in this coming draft, which may be okay because, again, I know nothing about these guys, except that this dude is projected to be Hakeem Olajuwon, which is a little bit crazy. And there's not really anybody on the team that I'm looking to unload right now. Everyone had pretty solid seasons. I mean, I don't really want to run it back with Zach LaVine and DeMar, but what other choice do I have? I kind of just want to let it rock and then go from there. Hopefully Cam Thomas's development is in an upward trajectory. We can check out the rookies. Okay, not an overly stacked draft class, so I'm not mad about it. Team player options. LaVine accepts his player option. Trae Young's a free agent. Honestly, Trae Young would be such an awesome acquisition. Not gonna lie to you. But we are broke. We are so broke. It's not even funny. Honestly, with the Nets having so much cap space, do you want to just like give me my pick back? And then you guys can get Schroeder? I would do that. Makes sense for everybody involved, I guess. Bringing in Malik Beasley seems like a no-brainer, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll give him a 2-year deal. Can he come in? All right, awesome. Now we need a backup. Ooh, I do like Chris Dunn. Westbrook is still here. Matisse Thybulle. Now, we really could build another defensive culture, as I mentioned in the Clippers video. But I don't know. I mean, you know what? It's really no harm, no foul. Like I said, could be a gadget guy. I'll give him a 2-year deal on the minimum. Doesn't affect me none. Great. Now, for power forwards, let's see. We got Aaron Wiggins, who's small as all hell for a 4. But I know he can shoot. So that's a positive. And could be a small ball 3 or 2 for us. Even though I just brought in Malik Beasley. Could be a good gadget guy. Kenrich Williams is an option. Now for centers, I'll bring in Nick Richards. I mean, Jay Huff is here. How did he do last year? 5, 3, 40% from 3. Okay. For a minimum, I can't really beat that, so we'll go ahead and offer him the minimum. Now, what does Aaron Wiggins want? He also wants the minimum? Okay, that's like no-brainers right there. And I think it looks like we're going to end up getting Cam Thomas. I don't know how LeBron hasn't signed a contract yet. Wizards really love going after him for some reason. Okay, well, if he's having that much interest on a qualifying offer type of contract, well, sorry, mid-level exception, I would love to go after Kevin Durant. Looks like he's going to go to the Lakers. So stupid. Okay, so we get Cam Thomas on the qualifying offer, and our big 3 get a lot worse. Even Aaron Wiggins got worse. So it's a good thing that I got my pick back. Let's see. Is there a draft class yet? There is, but I'm a little worried about it. So we're going to stick with, you know, the auto-generated. And I did mention that that'll probably be the trend going forward. Now, I do want to see. Okay, so Paul George ended up just laying in a free agency to waste. Where did LeBron go? This is a fun game I like to play every video, it seems. LeBron to the Nets. Crazy. Durant to Utah on a huge contract. Okay. And that's really it. So let's check out the rotation. Cam at the 1 again. He only went up 1 overall. A little bit unfortunate. We are definitely going to regress this year. Like, almost assuredly. And it is what it is. But hopefully we can make something out of it. I don't know. If anything, we'll become sellers at the deadline. But if not, we'll go to the end of the season. I am not expecting much. Anthony Edwards, MVP. Bobby Cardinal, Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6th Man of the Year. He just got paid. Wemby DPOY. VJ Edgecombe, Most Improved Player. Love to see it. Clutch Player of the Year, Anthony Edwards. And the Knicks sweep the awards. Now, at the deadline, the reason we are not there is we were the 3rd seed. And we get to the end of the season, and we are no longer the 3rd seed, as I saw Bam on the All-NBA 3rd team, I believe that was. So we'll check out the standings. We are the 6th seed once again. Seems like there's not much change here, except Phoenix at the top, which is very interesting. But I do like their outlook for the future. If they could somehow get anything out of Jalen Green, which would be a miracle, then maybe they could be looking in good shape. But trading Durant was the right move. Absolutely the right move. So there's no question about that. Out in the East, New York running away with that one. And Washington there at the bottom with... They got LeBron last video. The Nets have LeBron now. What a dynamic duo. Dennis Schroeder and LeBron James. Love to see it. And where's Utah at? Because they signed Kevin Durant. Okay, they're in the 13th spot. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're getting a rematch with Dallas. And we're starting off the exact same with Sabonis getting that double-double with 20 and 20. Game 2. We do lose. Cooper Flag gave us some buckets, and he is in the 90s. They are stronger than they were last year, and we are weaker, but we are up 2-1. Sabonis with another almost 20 and 20 game. 3 guys in double... I don't want to say double digits. We got 4 guys in double digits. 3 guys over 20 points. Can we win game 4? I'm sensing deja vu. That was pretty strong deja vu. Except we lose in 6, not in 7. And in the NBA Finals, it's the Phoenix Suns and the Knicks. And the Phoenix Suns, with Devin Booker popping off, win the NBA Finals. Congratulations to them. Check out... Oh, okay, LeBron just retired. A lot of guys retired on accident. That's on me. That's on me. I know that LeBron will not be retiring next year. He probably is. I'm just coping. But even though we got our own pick back, we are not in position to get a lottery pick this year. But we are probably right on the cusp. I'm not going to lie to you. So we got 21 and 22. Miami with the first pick. And again, another scenario where I know nothing about the players at the top. Because this is broken. So the best that I have to go off of are these small sample games played, which is pretty cool. And we are projected to take Kobe Tinsley, 6'10 power forward compared to Terry Cummings, and he didn't play a single game in college apparently. So I have no idea what he's even good at. And Lester Gilliard, who again, I know nothing about. So, I mean, he's compared to Michael Ray Richardson, so he's probably a good 3-and-D type of guy. I know Michael Ray Richardson, a little skewed, but Eric Bledsoe's here, so probably just more of a defensive-minded player. I don't know. Maybe I package both of those to trade up. It appears that the experiment of Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan might be coming to an end. I might just be letting them walk. Sabonis is on a 1-year deal. I could do something like this. Joel Embiid 88 is crazy. I don't want to ever see that in my life. Honestly, the offers aren't too strong. This one is interesting. De'Aaron Fox back to Sacramento. No, I'm kidding. We can get Bobby Cardinal, who just won Rookie of the Year. Looked pretty solid. I don't know. I don't want to trade Bam, obviously. I think we just go BPA. Corey Rogers. Oh, 76. I'm not a fan of anything on the board. Douglas Clayton. Good perimeter defender. Athletic. 6'6". Some of the youngest guys in the draft. What do they look like? Roland Brewer looks like someone I would take in the second round. 3-and-D defender. So I like that. But I don't like what we have available here. I'm just going to trade out of it. Maybe I can get a solid role player. We can get Mitchell Robinson and move down. I like that. We'll do that. Okay. So Stephen Thomas was the pick. I just want an idea. So, okay. I mean, again, nothing that I'm going to cry about. Now, can we use this draft selection to get another role player, perhaps? I wouldn't mind just getting these swaps, actually. So we'll just do that. And then maybe that guy, the 18-year-old, is here. He is. Honestly, in the second round, I'm not going to complain about a 3-and-D defender. And he has a very nice overall rating. Oh, never mind. Not very nice anymore. It did say 69. Just for show. And I know this free agency class is stacked. I don't think we can make a play on any of these dudes. And apparently we have no money to do so, which is just kind of false because we're letting a lot of money off the books. I know we're still paying Bam and Sabonis, which has to be one of the best front courts in the league. But I just don't think that... I mean, yeah, that's like $111 million, $112 million to two guys. Maybe trading for Bam was a mistake. But again, this is what the Sacramento Kings do. I would like to embrace a rebuild, but at the same time, I think this foundation of these two dudes... I mean, Sabonis has to get traded, right? Am I just... Because, like, I feel like I'm just trying to convince myself that it could work, but I just know it can't. And if I can get somebody relatively younger... Like a Desmond Bane, if he wasn't making $1 trillion, would be awesome. The Nets could give me both of their young guards. Another trade with the Nets. Is that even worth it? De'Aaron Fox. Oh, come on, Malik. This makes no sense for Phoenix, who just won the championship. But I would love to do that. Hugh Grimes is on Portland now. And Yang Hansen. Like, I just want to do that for fun, low-key. Carlton Carrington. Could take a shot on him. I mean, we got options, right? So, what can we afford? So, we could just bring our two dudes back, but I really don't want to do that unless it's super-duper cheap. I would be more willing to bring in Levine. DeMar, I think, thank you for your services, but it's time for you to go elsewhere. I want to bring back Cam Thomas. And we can afford him. It's affordable. If I could front load it, get it at about 14 mil, I would lock that in. So we look pretty good there. Right? So we can afford it like a Dame Lillard, even though he's older. Zach LaVine. Asar Thompson, who I believe is not criminally underrated, but he is underrated. I don't think he's that far off from his brother. I really don't. So much so that he's got to be restricted. Maybe similarly to how he got Dyson Daniels in the last video, I would throw a bag at Asar Thompson. Might bite me at the end of it all, but I think it's worth it. I do. Derek Lively's also here. And if we're going to move on from Sabonis, I would like a Derek Lively type of player. And another guy that's restricted, though. We got one offer left. Mark Williams makes the most sense only because I know I could get him. I don't think I can get Derek Lively. But I'm going to try. I'll give it a try. And we get all three dudes. How do we expect Derek Lively's contract to get matched? Okay, so it would have to be something like this. I think Asar gets matched. What? Now I can't afford either? That blows. What's going on now? I'd have to get rid of somebody. Okay, so I'm gonna make it a wash. I'm gonna trade Sabonis now. Right? I think that's what makes sense. Let me find a trade partner for him real quick that makes sense. So if Dallas can somehow make the money work to bring back Derek Lively, then I got fleeced. But if not, I want to look at this as we just did a sign and trade where we get Max Christie, Ted Armstrong, who they just drafted last year, and 2 first-rounders to give off as a bonus. They want Matisse Thybulle. They want to give us Caleb Martin. Honestly, you can just keep Caleb Martin. I'll give you Matisse Thybulle. We locked that in, and am I like the biggest Max Christie supporter? No. But, I mean, he did show some promise. Now, can we bring both these guys in now? Awesome. So, hopefully they don't match on Lively. Asar, hopefully they just match and I don't look stupid. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Giannis is going back to Milwaukee, even though the Warriors made a strong push for him. And Asar is still here. And it says I can afford him. I'll give it a go. He's unrestricted now because they thought that he thought They thought that he was going to sign with me. And the Sixers are only giving him a BS contract right now. I can get Asar on a very, steal of a contract. So I'm going to try to do that. Can we bring in Asar Thompson? We do. That, to me, is an A-plus signing. And we still have money to get a guy like a D'Angelo Russell, Gary Trent. I might be more inclined to bring in Brandon Boston, though. I'm going to fill out the rest of the roster, and let's see how we look in next season. So, after free agency has concluded, I have brought in Cam Johnson, Malik Beasley, Aaron Wiggins, Jay Huff, and that's really it. This is going to definitely be a developmental year. Bam's contract is going to kick in very soon. Well, actually, no. After the season, he has a player option, which he's probably going to take. And we're going to be paying a lot of money to probably a number 2 or number 3 option. I was hoping to see Asar take a little bit more of a leap for his development. However, that just didn't happen. And moving him to a 2 guard just doesn't help his case at all. But that's all right. Cam Thomas, honestly, a little disappointed with his development. I thought maybe we could have got a little bit more out of him. But that's okay. I'm going to set the rotation. Probably not going to make any moves at the deadline unless there's something I'm really interested in. But, I mean, we could be a playoff team. We do have a nice core, but it's just not championship level. We definitely need to work on the 2 guard spot. So if someone does become available for the right price, you'll see me make a move. If not, on to the end of the season. So we are indeed at the trade deadline. And before I show you guys the record of the team, I'll just say it was very unexpected. And I do have a couple of guys that I want to target here at the deadline. We are 40-10. We are the first in the Western Conference. And I believe, well, we're currently first in the Western Conference. And I believe we're currently first in all the NBA. I'm not looking at any stats. I'm not looking at anything like that unless I have to, if it's relevant for the trade. But there are 3 guys that I want to target. And all of them vary in, I mean, they all say 4-star trade value, but we know that they're in different echelons. Shaedon Sharpe is going to be the easiest. I think he fits exactly what I needed, the 2 guard spot. However, the other 2, Cade Cunningham and Amen Thompson. Cade Cunningham is on a rebuilding Detroit Pistons team. Possible that we could poach him from there. Amen Thompson would be fun to pair alongside his brother. And I think I can make Amen run the point. Now, I'm going to go in order from probably hardest to easiest because I think I can get Shaedon Sharpe pretty easily. I'm going to go for Amen Thompson first just because his brother's on the team. Not because I think he's better than Cade Cunningham. Let's see if we can get him. Okay, so I know kind of anticlimactic because you didn't see me try to trade for anybody. We can't afford anything. This roster is constructed in a way that all of our money's kind of tied up in really good, solid players. The only one that's possible is Shaedon Sharpe, but, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to try to break up a core that's 40-10, best in the league, just for a chance to become marginally better? I don't want to say marginally, but how much better could you get at 40-10? Regardless, we'll bring back Max Christie. And we're probably just going to keep it pushing. The real question is, are we extending Bam Adebayo? If this could negate his player option, I'm all for it. I would like to get closer to like 33 mil, which I think we could do. And if Bam wants to take that type of a pay cut, I can give him some tree money under the table. I appreciate it. So that negates his player option, and we save ourselves like 20 million, which is very good for us. Now, the other one would be Reynaud, which I'm not opposed. It's kind of dead money because I don't think he's going to ever play a role for us, but you never know. So we get him, and that contract's probably going to be super cheap. Yeah, so gets as little as 3 mil, which is honestly no problem with me. And that's really it when it comes to extensions. We're going to go to the end of the season. I don't see us slowing down. I mean, we're looking great. Honestly, I'll keep you guys with me as I simulate. Let's see how we're doing. I didn't expect this team to be so good. I don't know what I could have orchestrated to even make this a 60-win team. but we could win 68 games, and we do. Whoever is our leading scorer should have been in the MVP conversation, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins the MVP. Corey Rogers, Rookie of the Year. That's a tough picture. I like that. Colin Murray-Boyles, 6th Man of the Year, Wemby DPOY. Colin Murray-Boyles also gets Most Improved, Clutch Player of the Year, and Doug Christie. Oh, Clutch Player of the Year, Devin Booker. Doug Christie, and our executive, aka me, gets Coach of the Year, which is phenomenal. Do we get no All-NBA teams? That's tough. Ausar Thompson on the All-Defensive Second Team, and I don't think we have any rookies. So, yeah, we were the first seed in the West, and I think we were the best team in the league overall. Oh, my goodness. We dominated. We dominated the whole entire league. Over 10 games ahead of the next team in the West, and 13 games ahead of the Atlanta Hawks. The 3rd seed won 47 games. That would have been the 6th seed in the West. The East is so ridiculously weak. Let's check out the stats. And Cameron Thomas led the way for us. 21 points per game. About 3.5 assists. I mean, you know, not what you want out of your point guard at all. We're probably towards the bottom in assist numbers, just off of a first glance. Ausar Thompson, 27 and 3.5. Bam, 17 and 8. Love to see it. Derek Lively, about 15 and 10. You'll love to see that. Cam Johnson, huge role in the starting lineup. Perfect complementary guy to everybody that we had in there. 46% from the field, 42% from 3. You love to see it. Max Christie also played a phenomenal role for us. 43% from the 3-point line. Malik Beasley did his thing. 38% from 3. Aaron Wiggins. You know, this is kind of the philosophy I wanted to go with, knowing that we didn't have much shooting in technically our top 2 guys, Bam Adebayo and Ausar Thompson. There's not a lot of shooting here. Even though Bam has technically improved his 3-point percentage over the years, and currently in real life he's starting to shoot more threes. And if Ausar can ever get his jumper going, we're looking like we're in great shape. I guess this could be a championship team. I wasn't really expecting it, but, you know, anything could happen. Game 1, we do win. We must have been one of the best defensive teams of all time, and we let 136 up on us as the 8th seed. Brandon Boston Jr., who I was going to sign at free agency, gave us buckets. That's on me. Game 3, we do win. We should be fine. I'm not overly concerned. We're up 3-1, and we're out of there in 5. Taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have added nobody. Derek White. I shouldn't say nobody. Santi Aldama. All right, pretty solid. Saw Chris Middleton at the end of the bench. We do win Game 1 pretty convincingly. Cam Thomas with 36. Only missed 3 shots the entire game. Game 2, we do win as well, and we blow them out. Bam Adebayo, 28 and 10. Max Christie with a great game. Derek Lively. Everyone did their thing. We go up 3-0. We win by 1. And we get out of here in 4? No. Okay. Can we get out of here in 5? Yes, we do. Who came up clutch here? Oh, my goodness. We won by 60. 60, basically. What is that, 57? Ausar Thompson, I apologize. 28-7-3. 4 steals, 3 blocks. Cam Thomas, 25 and 5. Derek Lively, 15 and 10. Max Christie, 17 points. This is a squad. This is a hell of a squad. And game 1, we do lose against San Antonio, who have added Mark Williams. And that's really the only one of note. I mean, their guys are just developing. Wemby being a 97 overall might be the difference in this series. We don't have that superstar player. We do win game 4, make it 3-1. We can simcast this one, but it's a little bit rough. We do not have that superstar caliber player, to be honest, and that's what's going to get us sent home. Dang, man. I'm not overly surprised, and the Spurs get it done. I'm not overly surprised. I'm not. But this tells me that we are so close. I'm going to go one more season. We're probably going to go past the draft. I mean, we'll check out draft lottery. The draft lottery. I doubt we have any top picks. On first glance, we do not. So that's fine. We actually have pick 30. And I think that's it. Oh, my goodness. We have 26, 27, 28, and 30. Do we have anything sooner? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are probably going to be getting Superstar. Oh my goodness gracious. I literally mortgaged the farm for this dude. I gave up so many of my future picks, but we picked up Amin Thompson, and he's going to be playing our point guard position. I don't care if his overall goes down. I mean, actually, we could play him at the 2. We could keep him at the 2. That's not a problem. And he could play backup 1. So Cam Thomas is going to stay at the 1. For this moment, I might just switch it for overall sake. Actually, let me just see. He doesn't even benefit that much from going up. But we still have late round picks. We still have a little bit of money to complete this roster. When I say a little bit of money, we're in the positive. We're in the green. So, okay, Malik Beasley is probably going to be gone. We could maybe use a better starting center for Derek Lively to be the backup. Maybe a guy that could, like... I don't even know. I don't know. I'm going to see what stars are available, or even some guys that will make us better, and we'll get to that. Unfortunately, there just wasn't much out there. Maybe we can use the rookies, and there was... Oh, you know what, Detroit? What would it take? I'm just a little curious. Just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Would you take Mitchell Robinson, 3 first-rounders at the end of the first round, and then I'm just going to mortgage the future? No? Okay. That's totally fair. That's totally justifiable. We're going to take the best guys that we can. So Chris Sampson, speedy blow-by ace. Welcome to Sacramento. And then I don't want to take another guard. We'll take Connor Jameson, I guess. Actually don't like that at all, to be honest. But it is what it is. He's probably the best guy available. And then we're going to just sim to the end. I'm not expecting much out of these guys, but I'll take it. It is what it is. Hopefully free agency is a little bit nicer to us. And maybe there's some guys here. Maybe someone that will take a little bit of a discount. Luka's a free agent. We cannot afford Luka. But we can afford Alonzo Ball, Malik Monk, Bobby Portis, Adem Bona. I was hoping for a little bit more, but, you know, it is what it is. How could we afford Ben Seraph? Is that just because we have a... Do we have a mid-level exception? It seems like it. Drake Powell. Or no, they got cut. Wow. And both of those dudes played for Brooklyn. And I like Drake Powell. I actually gave Drake Powell a W on my video. What did they got Ben Seraph's potential at? That might make me just want to pick him up. Just for that reason. And that's what I'm going to do. Because he could be a trade chip. We got Ben Seraph. I'm just going to get past Moratorium. Looks good. And then the rest of the dudes are gone. That's fine. But I think we could use Ben Seraph as a trade chip. And that would be very beneficial for us. If not, he could be a nice, solid backup. I mean, I know his playmaking ability was the talk of the town coming out for him. So that's really no problem for me. Now, we do need a backup 3. And then that's pretty much it. I like what the rest of the roster is looking like. So, Kelly Oubre, Aaron Wiggins, come on back home. I thought I signed you a little longer term. But we got him back. And then I just want to have the option. Maybe DiVincenzo. Bring him in. Play him at the 2. A little bit of down years. Shooting from 3. Okay. So yeah. Let's go ahead and bring in Malik Beasley. He's probably the best option we got here. That's no problem. And let's keep it pushing, guys. Let's keep on rocking as we're here together. Okay. Amen doesn't crack 90. That's all right. Derek Lively goes down a little bit. Cam Johnson goes down a little bit. Okay. So maybe a backup 4 is in play. Roland Brewer goes up 4. He's just like a year away, and I don't know if we have a year. I think this is it. This is going to be the year. Championship or bust. Stop simulation. All right, so 2 guys got to get dropped. That's no problem. It's probably going to be the 2 guys we just drafted. All right, Ted Armstrong. Thank you for your services. And I guess Ernest Cole, who we just picked. Oof, that's rough. Actually, I'll just make a trade. Let's go get a guy that can help us win now, and let's move on to the season. So we're going to be picking up Mark Williams here. So we're going to be picking up Christian Braun here, but we are going to be looking to flip him as well. Hopefully I can keep you guys with me this time around. Ernest Cole, Christian Braun, so that's going to be about 20 mil, and we get a first-round pick back. Looking for a guy that could help me out. Gafford. Not really what I'm looking for. Tari Eason, no. Man. Naz Reid, maybe? Is Naz Reid the answer? Naz Reid? I feel like we could do better. But let's pick up Naz Reid, and then we can wait till the deadline. I'm not too concerned at this very moment because Naz Reid's contract is actually pretty big. And he's going to be playing some 4 and 5 for us. So that's perfectly fine. Let's check out the rotation. We got both of the Thompson twins. Cam Thomas at the 1. Bam. Derek Lively. For now, Ben Seraph, Mitchell Robinson, Naz Reid, Max Christie. I like the lineup. Aaron Wiggins is going to be in the 10th spot. I'm going to fix rotation a little bit. And let's go to the trade deadline because I have a feeling we're going to be moving on from Naz Reid there. Let's see what we can do. Guys, I seriously, I could show you guys now. If I go over it, look at this. This is all standard. The gameplay difficulty I haven't even touched. That's basic. I haven't touched anything. We're 43 and 6. Do I touch the roster? We have 1 guy over 90 overall. What is going on? I have no clue. I'm asking myself these rhetorical questions, and I'm answering them myself. Ben Seraph is having a great season. I mean, he's not shooting 3 balls efficiently as he was the last 2 years, but what can I say? The Thompson twins are just on another level right now. It's great to see. Bam Adebayo is shooting 42% from 3. That's bars. And then Naz Reid, 41% from 3. Aaron Wiggins is probably the only guy I guess I would look to move on from because he's having a down year. So I guess it's possible. I guess I could try to find a backup 3 that will do us some justice. But if not, we're going to go to the end of the season or you're going to see a trade, one of the 2. Guys, I'm throwing first-round picks away like candy. I'm going all in. Kasparas Jakusionis, the rookie out of Miami, the rookie in real life is having a phenomenal season. And I think it's finally time that Mr. Cam Thomas heads to the bench. And I don't think I'm going to change anything else. I do want to take advantage of Naz Reid's money. Because, there were some offers that were just, I don't even know why I turned them down. But, maybe I could show you guys right now. Naz Reid is having a hell of a season. But I'm not going to get anywhere close. I got offered, not Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain. And I'm not going to get anything close to that again now. But I'm going to set this rotation. I do want to try to run 10-man. Maybe Aaron Wiggins can pick it back up a little bit. But Cam Thomas is going to head to the 6-man role, even though he's having a phenomenal season. And we're going to go ahead to the end and win a championship. Victor Wembanyama, MVP. Clifton Bridges, who I tried trading for, is Rookie of the Year. Igor Demin, 6th Man of the Year. Another guy that was known for... Well, he was really the one known for his playmaking prowess. But Ben Seraph as well. I know he had some capabilities coming out. Wemby DPOY. Stephen Thomas, Most Improved Player. Nikola Jokic, Clutch Player of the Year. Doug Christie and the Sacramento Kings. And myself, I guess. I'm Conrad Hansen. Get Coach and Executive of the Year going 71-11. And we're not going to have a single member of the All-NBA team. Amen Thompson, All-Defensive First Team. And his brother not on the second team. We had no rookies. We were far and away the best team. Actually, I don't want to say far and away. Only 7 games above the Spurs, but the East is no contest. 43 wins was the 3rd seed in the East. That's a play-in team in the West. And we won 71 games in the Western Conference. If we don't win a championship this year, I'm going to be dumbfounded. And this is not the best team I ever built, but it's a hell of a team. Check out the stats for the season. Cam Thomas led the way for us with 19 a game. Kasparas Giacosionis with his stats a little bit inflated, 19 and 10. Here leading us in the 2nd spot. Asar Thompson, not a Amen, 18, 5 and 3. Bam Adebayo 16 and 7. Lively about 14 and 7.5. Amen Thompson 13 and 6 and 5. You love to see it. Naz Reid did his thing, exactly what I wanted him to do. His percentages kind of came down in the second half of the season, but that's okay. Max Christie did what he needed to do. Aaron Wiggins, he's the 10th guy in the rotation. Mitch Robinson did his thing as well. Taking on Minnesota here in round 1 with Lonzo, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels. Pretty similar roster, not too much different. Game 1, we do win. We blow them out. I'm pretty confident we're going to get out of here in 4. 3-1. And we get out of there in 5. We're taking on the Golden State Warriors. No Stephen Curry. John Morant, though. Jalen Green, Keldon Johnson, Jonathan Kuminga, Adama Sanago, and a bunch of young talent. I think we are better than this team in every imaginary way and every real way. We get out of there in 4. And we are taking on... Please get Ryan, please. Taking on Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker, Jaden Ivey, Ryan Dunn, Anthony Davis, Kaman Malik, Givas Missy, Rasheer Fleming, Kelly Oubre, Jackson Hayes, Kevin Huerter, Musa Diabate, former bust Johnny Davis. I think we're better than this team. We do lose game 1. We lose by 1 point. Devin Booker went off, but I don't think it's going to matter. Cam Thomas led the way for us, 25. Devin Booker, Jaden Ivey gave us buckets, so we do win game 3. We win by 3. Definitely the toughest series we've had so far, but we're up 3-1, and we are in the NBA Finals to take on the Knicks, who have been here, I think, every single year. They still got Brunson, Bridges. They got Ethan House now, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, Malik Monk, Jalen Tyson, Deuce McBride, Trace Jackson Davis, Dalen Terry, Trey Jones. This is a very good team, but I think we're going to get it done. Game 1, we do win. We blow them out. I think this is an omen. Oh, they tie it up here 1-1. Towns went off. Cam Thomas is playing... Well, I thought he was playing better than he was in real life, but cherry picking the games that we take a look at. Anyway, we do win game 3. We win in overtime by 2. Brunson with 31 and 8. Towns 23 and 10. But Bam Adebayo and Kasparas Giacosionis lead the way for us. Can we go up 3-1? We tie it up. This is the final season. Asar Thompson, 20 and 8. Amen, 17 and 10 and 5. Game 5. We need to get a dub here. Started the game pretty good. Oh, we're coming away. We win by 29 points. Giacosionis with 26. Cam Thomas, 22. Bam, 21. We had 6 guys in double digits. Can we get out of here in 6? It's looking good. It's close, but we've been maintaining the lead. Up by 11. And you know what? For the first time in 2K26, let me get a little bit more, like, let's say around a minute. But for the first time in 2K26, we're going to be jumping in with 43 seconds left, and we're going to take a look at how the game looks, feels, and our roster. And here we are, loaded into the game, and we do not have most of our starters in, which is fine. The game looks like 2K25, I'm not going to lie. A little bit better lighting, I presume. A little bit more vibrant. As Karl-Anthony Towns, it just got blocked by Derek Lively. The score bug is pretty cool. I mean, you know, it is what it is. And Bam Adebayo holding the ball. I'm sure that they've tweaked some things that I'm not aware about, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure Cam Thomas may have double dribbled there, but I may be tweaking out. And he gets fouled. Cam Thomas makes both of the free throws. And with 5 seconds left to go, we're going to see if they change the championship celebration. Because we have won the NBA Finals here, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know who could be Finals MVP. It could be Jakusionis. Alright. We're jumping around. Looks really similar. And it's the same exact celebration as last year. That's a little unfortunate. But I want to see who won Finals MVP. I do apologize. It is a little bit late. I'm pretty tired. So, you know, my little mess ups, I do apologize. So we get a little fan cam. All the Knicks fans disappointed. Doug Christie saying, what's up to Mike Brown? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a great series, but I whooped your ass, you know? And we're staring at the bench. Pretty cool. Same stuff. I mean, 2K really couldn't put any more assets into my league, my NBA, because they don't care. They do not care. And, you know, it is what it is, I guess. We get some more confetti than usual. One of the Thompson twins, I believe that's Asar Thompson, handing the trophy to Malik Beasley, who didn't play a single minute this year. You love to see it. Pretty cool. And his brother Amen touching the trophy. Cam Thomas touching the trophy. And Asar Thompson is your Finals MVP. That is awesome to see. Oh my, can we please get out of this celebration? I've had enough. Okay, I get it. Naz Reid tapping his shoulder, saying, wrap it up, buddy. Oh, never mind. They're taking flicks, I guess. Check out the box score here for Game 6. And Asar Thompson led the way with 31, 3, 1, and 5 steals. But his brother Ahmed with 6 steals. Oh, maybe some controversy. I don't know. But Asar Thompson gets the Finals MVP. And with that being said, let's try to make our organization happy, get morale in the building above 71. We just won a championship, dude. Come on, bro. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, like, subscribe for more. And like I said in the last video, comment down below who you guys want to see. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.